and intensity.
Jordan Canada lets the three fly off the fingertips, and another opportunity. Rakia Jackson fouled on the three-point shot, so she's got 3 free throws here.
Preseason game against Phoenix, she had the green light.
Bet 365 is.
And you just see how comfortable she looks already in this offense.
15 points, Chicago Sky. Three-pointer falls. Alicia Gray coming off
fourth in MVP voting.
Backdoor cut, beautiful move, but Jackson can't put it away. Thought she got hit in the mouth a little bit, but we play on. Gray again trying to go back-to-back, in and out.
Where they allowed too many open threes in transition like that one that Alicia Gray just took.
One extra pass, and Ryan Howard trains
100 threes last season. It was only one of 9 WNBA players in history to do that.
For the Dream last season, they earned a top 4 playoff seed for the first time in 7 years.
It's always interesting to me that it really was forward thinking and for the collegiate level. I mean, he just played 5 out a lot of times, all threes. He really was.
Bree Jones, who's unavailable here tonight. Jordan Canada, Naz Hilden had her best season under the Smesco.
This past year, put up really good numbers, shot 40% from the three. You expect that to carry over.
Pro line. Kone, mid-range jumper fall.
Look, the last time we saw her.
Angel Reese steps in way of the passing lane, forces a turnover, calls her own number, can't finish. Angel Reese trying to back down against her former teammate for her introductory press conference. Everyone just has 1,000 good things to say about Rachel Banham. Haley Van List, first time, she had an excellent first preseason game, didn't miss a shot. Angel with the catch, Cardoso got a piece, but a late foul call.
Time that an official sees that coming in late, swiping down to the ball, you can believe that they're going to call.
Just her first personal, but she'll get a breather here.
She fouled out of the first preseason game against Phoenix.
Also with the 10 points, 4 rebounds, played the 17 minutes in that first preseason game. A preseason game that happened in Sioux Falls, South Dakota against Phoenix.
Rachel gets her feet quick, so quick. Her feet set so quickly on that low to high cut.
Oh, coming over, what a block!
One of her events that her foundation organized on the west side of Chicago. It was a back-to-school event, every young kid in attendance. It's just a taste of how she left Chicago.
That's a tough 2 to get for Alicia Gray's back-to-school event. We got an offensive foul call as bodies go flying. And so year number 2, still learning that point guard spot as a pro, but coming off a 20-point, 8-for-8 performance in that first preseason game. Gabriela Jaquez, the 5th overall pick, making her preseason home debut.
More of a slasher type player.
And as you say that, Camila Cardoso comes in front of us to check in. It'll stay here, 6 seconds on the shot clock.
About her shot charts, she was threes or at the rim.
One of the off-season moves, one of those that is going to make this Chicago Sky team a real intriguing defensive team. As Ryan Howard makes her, it's J.C. Sheldon. We showed you the handful of players who are out for the Chicago Sky. Air ball. Here's Taylor Theory. Have to kick it out. Borlace will fire in and out. And Borlace are giving her that shot. Angel Reese doing some offensive rebounding. Angel Reese had said to the Atlanta media she was excited for her opportunity to return home to Chicago and see some familiar. And another turnover. So taking care of playing some clean basketball has been a problem here.
And when I think about one of the major areas of improvement for Chicago from last summer to this summer, ball
boys.
retention, and then a straight line drive to the rim.
Lift takes the handoff. Good up fake, good.
In the air, and then finishing through the contact.
Let's check in with Kalia Butler with more on Haley Van.
To make the call in any moment, never looking rushed, never looking rattled. She's found a lot of inspiration from teammate Skylar Dickens.
He's on the court and healthy, and to Kalia's point, to have someone like Skylar Dickens as well. Oh, Maddie, it's been an influx of Notre Dame kids with Wes Pell, Skylar Dickens. Drive from Chicago to South Bend. Here's Angel Reese. Someone forgot about her. An easy lay-in for Angel. All right, first quarter. That's right. She might have had a 40-point game or two as well. There's Angel Reese getting the first bucket. You'll notice Rachel Banham wears nothing but Kobe's. That was part of the crossover, right? It was as Alicia Gray takes the three-pointer in the corner. Rachel Banham, you know, attracting the likes of Kobe Bryant, then attracts the likes of even fans that don't necessarily follow the women's game. We're starting to follow the women's game. There's Westbell.
Such an ally.
And now this league in year 30, look how far it's come. Good hesitation, Jackson. What a move, and what a finish. There's some... Cameron Brink up there as well. Blocked the Reese offense. Kulabale who checks back in, driving, potty puck.
The different ways, if you're a coach, that you have to be excited about how you can use her on the offensive end.
Let's check in.
Her season was spent entirely in rehab, battling back from an ACL injury. After not playing a game in 14 months, that preparation was put in and mentally prepared for the physicality she knew the league would bring.
Yeah, and really making an impact. Got herself to the free throw line in the first preseason game.
I like everything about her game. I like the level of aggressiveness and physicality that she plays with. And she's halfway into that senior year. So her development is a little. I hope so, but she's fine at the 4 as long as she can stretch the D and not be someone that's going to clog up the paint.
In college at Auburn and Texas A&M, a two-time second-team All-SEC nominee. Backdoor cut for Banham, and it goes off of tonight for the Atlanta Dream. Howard back to Pow Pow. Tahina Pow Pow driving, looking to finish with the left hand, can't get it. Cardoso with the rebound, her first of the night. Oh, Kulabale couldn't finish. Howard looking for her shot. She's got a couple, now she's got 3.
We know it's not.
All 9 of her points coming from three-point territory. She's a perfect 3 for 3. Jackson got tripped up from behind. Talked about that in the pregame. He said, I needed this team to hear my voice more. New faces.
Over to her natural 2 position. We've already seen it pay off early, 2 of 3 from behind the arc in this game today. She doesn't have to worry about getting her teammates in there.
Her top 3 in terms of makes and attempts in the league last year. They're 5 of 12 here tonight.
And that's what she is. If you have one thing written on your scouting report about Pow Pow, it's that she's a 3-point.
Pow Pow with 9 seconds here to shoot. Gets a screen from Reese. Backdoor cut. Oh, and Banham tosses it away. So
passes through the defense. That's, to me, at least as a coach, I'm looking at that and I'm like, that's timing. That's timing, and that's
there against J.C. Sheldon. Now Sheldon will initiate the offense. It's the screen from Cardoso. Against Cardoso. That's a lot of
hot. She did her work, but now you've got to keep her from getting back into the paint.
Cardoso turns it right over, right into the hands of Angel Reese, who's leading the break for Atlanta. And a foul. I'll take a fast break with fast play from the only 50% accuracy from there here tonight. 5 of 10 before this free throw. Make it 6 of 11
points at the paint.
Basically, everyone was chasing Golden State in those categories, the threes categories. Just two new teams here in the league this year. Angel Reese throwing her head, going right at Cardoso. The block against Angel. Lace. Angel with the rebound. Angel with the putback and draws the foul.
Team, her first time being able to get a first-hand look. Allen said, stop playing to the scoreboard, attack the basket, move the ball, and get into the paint. There hasn't been many paint touches.
And they track that. They are. That's very important to Tyler Marsh, is to try to get paint touches. We saw
it was an exciting couple of weeks.
Say it's like the WNBA equivalent.
So we play on Jackson feeding Cardoso. She's got those soft hands, kicks it out. One extra pass. Jackson with the young fake, pulls and fires from mid-range to get ready for the regular season. Now they wrap her up. And they're trying to sort it out. Looks like it's Maddie Westbell against Okot. Now shot clock violation.
Four dribbles to get to her spot.
Here's Van Lith with 5 to shoot, 4 to shoot, gives it up. Westbeld has to fire. That was a long 2 attempt.
And that
three-pointer not there for Theory. All right, Haley Van Lith trying to find that preseason magic once again. Spins, gets the touch, and the bounce. Mone's calling for it desperately in the paint. 6 to shoot. Okot with the miss. Look at Jackson move. Elena Deladon, Brianna Stewart might have made that as well in the first half, so we'll see what happens here in the second. Morlace here getting the start wrapped up. Kulapale all
really stuck with her. A lot of dribbling, trying to create for herself.
And a completely. But no Angel Reese, Jordan Canada, Ryan Howard, Alicia Gray. They might.
And that's that balance that you have to have with these preseason games.
Uh-oh. More turnover trouble. She's hunting for that 2 and finds it. Cardoso runs into trouble and a blocking foul.
Over 1 point per possession, shot about 54% against the pick and roll last season.
Cardoso makes good on the second, so splits the pair. Okot draws a foul. Okay. That was listed at 5'6". Thank you very much. Magellan Corporation, a specialty.
Lisa, she showed a great deal of development from her time at Mississippi. Denied that. That's the only reason why she went into the draft.
Well, she's a great pickup for Atlanta, especially after losing Brittany Griner. Oh, Rachel. Here's Okot. I mentioned, you know, they lost Brittany.
Like, that doesn't need time to mature. It's just the offensive end that she'll continue to grow.
Yeah. The foul to Kulabale.
Did all the above on that.
Yes, she did. She was guilty of all
it all.
Kone,
good job on the initial defense. It's just the offensive rebounding. Chicago's not able to capitalize the
ball. So Atlanta will take it out from the sideline. Closed doors. But they're happy with the roster that they've built. Can't wait for it to get healthy to see what
promise. Haley Van Lith. So I like the balance that this roster has.
And a defensive 3-second violation. Getting in and out of the lane.
That's
it's not
right,
college
rookie.
anymore.
You can't just camp out like you did at Syracuse.
Post touch there for Jackson. That one rims out. Lattimore battle.
Used to perfect that. Just release it just high enough. It's almost unblockable. But I like utility.
Snatching away. Look at the strength of Koulibaly. Sydney Taylor, you know, if she can make some of those shots. She's on a training. It's at a team high 5 assists in that game. 4 to shoot, 3 to shoot. A heck of a step through. She's definitely, as we've talked about, making her presence felt. A reach-in foul. Navarre with her first. Nothing substitutes experience. Early Van Lith with her feet to the fire last year. With the most inexperience. Shot's not there, they got a quick one. A Chicago Sky jersey.
And I am never getting rid of it.
You fell in love with her as a player.
Hopefully this is the team that will value her skill set and that she can continue to grow with. Traded to Washington.
Right. Yes, she's played with the Sky, the Mystics. This is, you're talking about her second year. O'Cott can't get it. Taylor driving, attacking that defense.
Her game. A Long Island native entering her first training camp. She says she wants to show she is more than just a catch and shoot. Offensively, wants to showcase she can defend 1 through 4.
I think it's the only New York.
Used her as primarily a catch and shoot player. At UMass, she showed more versatility. He's going to be important if she wants to stick with this roster.
It's nerve-wracking. Like a Sydney Taylor, hoping that she makes the cut after these couple of preseason games. There's Taylor.
But Atlanta has had problems with that low to high.
Peas, curds, and creamy fresh frozen custard since 1984. Welcome to Delicious. This game is done.
Well, you better hit up one of the food delivery apps. So.
Corliss gives it up, but then Hobbs making an appearance. Taylor with the crossover. She hits. Taylor's first field goal of the night. 6 points on the night.
3 though, bud. I'm not buying your jersey.
Oh, what a move!
Pain in the floor is that wide open, then it leads to great basketball.
It's a tight game all of a sudden. Atlanta had a 20-point advantage, sitting. And these reserves for the Sky making it interesting.
More than just a catch and shoot spot-up shooter.
Obviously catch shoot. 7-point advantage. Off the. And Wintrust has come alive a little bit. Jordan Hobbs walks with it.
He knows that she can come off of a screen or space out.
Down to Van Lith. Outlet pass to Taylor. Crossover move. Taylor trying to split the coming up. No attempts for the game. We got our eye too, regardless of who's on the floor for the mid-20s in terms of attempts this year.
They're about 10 off that mark, so they've got to get it going.
Kelly Ferris sitting there. A couple of national championships, so he's.
So bringing in Coach Trammell and Kelly Ferris, I thought were 2 excellent moves by Nat C. And Coach Trammell, she's going to be able to know how Tyler Marsh.
Staff, Pow makes good on the 3. So stretches his lead back out to 10. Hobbs.
Chicago has 5 rookies out on the floor, and they're playing some Italy really fine-tuned her game, shot about 38% from behind the arc this past season.
You go overseas, you have Unrivaled as an option, you have Athletes Unlimited.
That when I was playing, we had Gus Macker
Off the glass!
taking advantage of an off-balance defender.
For Sydney Taylor. Points for Taylor coming in this quarter. Taylor on her left, Taylor driving. The tip not there, the putback is.
You're trying to make a roster.
Tony Morgan tips away the. Esther also on a training camp contract. That's great.
May we all love life the way Rachel Bannon loves
We
life.
all love Rachel Bannon. Pow launches, it's a deep one. Vanderbilt product. Hey, baseball fans, don't forget the Chicago White Sox return to Sports Network broadcast of the Sox on the U starting May 8th. Get to WCIU.com for the full schedule. Summertime Shy is in fire back playing. Borles.
Primary ball handler, like that's something that she definitely has to clean up if she wants to make a roster.
How much do you feel like the coaching staff weighs a final game like this for someone like a Sydney Taylor?
That means more as far as her body of work.
A little bit too strong for more.
Training camp, you can perform exceptionally well in the preseason games, but if there's not a...
Borles, in and out. She had to put it up. The shot clock was winding down, and Washington with the cleanup to shoot. Jaquez forcing a foul call with 3.
The foul on Jaquez.
The first team foul here for Atlanta. Takes the pump. Taylor, Sydney.
Contact to make that happen with her left hand.
The contact hit her face too, so I want to say, see a player like that, foul out here in the fourth. You want to keep her in. Pow against Van Lith, and turns the corner on her, goes left side. Taylor feeling it. Taylor, it's her second half.
I know. Hey, I'm sitting in this broadcast seat, but I am always going to be a coach.
Taylor with 17 points. Hesitation, drives past the defense. And more free throws coming.
I like that one.
You're feeling it. Come on, Coach Jimmy. Taylor makes good on the free throw. 18 points, all coming in. And a whistle away from the basketball.
What she's able to do disruptively, particularly on the defensive end.
A bucket for the Dream. Yeah, Lattimore
at ripping or face-up drives.
Player out there for the Dream playing the second half. Sky forced a turnover. Taylor has it. Bounce pass to Van Lith. Corner shot for Morgan. Pours it in.
I like these rookies because they're doing exactly what they've been told to do. Space the floor and move.
Here in the latest Sky Huddle.
The vets are loving what the rookies are doing. Azure Stevens, Dejanay Carrington, Elizabeth Wilson.
So like I mentioned, you have experienced, winning championship caliber vets.
Taylor's had the hot hands. Too strong. Navarre to Kone. Good post up by Sika Kone. And she earned some free throws.
It's one way for Atlanta to kind of regain control of this game.
In Canada, Angel Reese, Ryan Howard, Alicia Gray all started this game here for Atlanta. Morgan tries, rims out. Borlays, what a pass.
And it was just able to attack that closeout and then create an advantage at the rim.
The far hesitation move.
6 players in this league. Elizabeth Williams is coming off career highs in points and assists per minute played from last season.
2 free throws coming. On a championship here with Courtney Vandersloot in 2021. And returning back to Chicago. Taylor from straight away with a
shot. That was a great shot. The old ball coach has no problem with that.
Taylor leaking out. They find her. What a second half. What a turnover. Haley Van Lith checks her feet. Out, she gets it blocked. Borlays. Taylor breaking that up.
He's trying to make a roster.
And if it doesn't happen here in Chicago for whatever reason, Van Lith dancing a little bit. Pushed away. Here comes Atlanta. Olcott with the post up, solid post up. Ball's loose. Morgan, what a move! Acrobat. 10 seconds to work with. Van Lith driving baseline. Tried to finish with her offhand. A jump ball.
Doing on the defensive end. Her ball screen defense has been excellent. She's gotten on the floor, gotten a lot of deflections for Chicago.
Oh, it's coming. Borlays leaking out. Oh, coming from behind.
He's like, yeah, I have razzled and dazzled you on the offensive end, but I'm also going to hustle and make an impact on the defensive end as well. Great extra.
Olcott, just another chance. Now she'll make good on that time to have it. 10 seconds, gives it up. Morgan takes a peek. 8 seconds, Morgan dribbling. Morgan looking to finish, stops the clock at 50 seconds.
She's more than capable of getting to the rim like we just saw.
Lynx good on the first. Free throw attempts between these two teams. 29 for the Sky and 12 combined. 21 attempts here for the Sky. It's here in the final minute to just keep the Sky at bay. And Washington forcing a turnover. And the far, and the Dream will dribble it out. But I know Tyler Marsh saw some definite positives here tonight that he and this Chicago Sky coaching
Team is set up to be successful this season.
Two free throws coming. Championship here with Courtney Vandersloot in 2021. And returning back to